find Swift out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Lions.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020, and he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Newton's pass.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
3rd and long. It's Newton. This is White on the screen. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The Lion ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Stafford's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep it cute.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important 2nd drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the 1st quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their 2nd drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. To throw again on second down. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 more yards. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a carry for White.
35-yard line.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots, nothing.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
Makes it 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. second and 10.
There's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. Incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from second to third down.
Intended for Jesse James. Incomplete.
From the gun, here's Daniel. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Daniel on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
7-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Daniel looks to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Patriots 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10. Hoyer, and the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9.
They'll run. This is Burkhead.
At the 29.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, Hoyer to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Hoyer. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Brian Hoyer.
Trey Flowers drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
For the Patriot field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17. Patriots 10.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Daniel. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. That That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brian Hoyer.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hoyer, that's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Here's Hoyer. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Dietrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run. This is Scarborough. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Scarborough. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. And they've created a major first half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Hoyer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And still fighting. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Good for the Patriots. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
By Nick Williams. And 11.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 33.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
Score Lions 17. Patriots 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
11 yards there. 1st down. Daniel now.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
From the shotgun on 3rd, Daniel. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
Once again, it's Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
4-yard gain on the play.
Here's Daniel. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Daniel's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 20. Patriots 16.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 38, Daniel, his throw incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 4.
From the gun, here's Daniel.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Now it's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Daniel fakes the handoff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Daniel's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Daniel. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
5-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
The score, Lions 23, Patriots 16.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
26-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Warriors,
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Hoyer. And he fires one incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brian Hoyer sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Another try after the first down sack. Hoyer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
shotgun snap for Daniel. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15.
And 8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Swift, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
throwing on second down, Daniel. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to break.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A give to Burkhead on first down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Daniel on first down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Daniel. Got a man. That's Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, Daniel. Little short pass to James. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Hoyer, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Hoyer. And he rifles one incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Hoyer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Justin Rohrwasser in a pressure spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 26, Lions 23.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Chase Daniel and the offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score now.
Yeah, true. I think we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniel over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniel. This one caught by Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st down, Daniel. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Brian Hoyer, fumbled on the play.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, Michelle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on third. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
Daniel's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Daniel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Daniel's
3 yards the gain there, second down. 10 seconds to go. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And Daniel now to throw. And James has it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his true potential.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on.
Here we go. Right in the edge. Look at it.
darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
That's it.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. How about your respect?
What is
More than when I hit it. In fact, I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you made more.
Set. Ready. Let's get it. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. 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 Set. Ready. Let's get it. Ready? Ready? Ready?
I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our...
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Cam Newton and the New England Patriots taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows at the end.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Stephon Gilmore. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's
now Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Bridgewater on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one's on the veteran, Cordy Glenn. McCaffrey following the penalty. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 67 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook. And look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Shedding the tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that'll be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to
Newton. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers about ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Carolina.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And again, it's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We're scoreless after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
So for Cam Newton, you wonder about the emotions playing his former team. You know, he was their quarterback since 2011, their all-time leader in passing yards, touchdown passes, but they decided to go in a different direction, brought in Teddy Bridgewater, and now Cam playing against them as a member of the New England Patriots. Has to be strange for him out there right now.
From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Zone now, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. K1 short. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They defer to White out of the shotgun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Panthers. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Robbie Anderson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Gain of a yard. And it's
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater now. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Cam Newton sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
The score, Patriots 3, Panthers nothing.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Newton. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive there took 6 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball
possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 16 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen out there catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Demir Bird returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bird on the return. The Patriots take over first.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton buying time to his left. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll drop it underneath to White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Off play action, Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go. As we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do? Certain near bird.
Warriors pass.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Greer. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Patriots take over. Let's take a look at Brian Hoyer now as he heads back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle, the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Hoyer. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Panthers coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Carolina.
Greer operating from the gun. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Greer. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Davis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Greer over the middle, Cooper with it.
Greer's pass.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Panthers.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Carolina.
And the Panthers in for the score.
Greer's pass complete to Seth Roberts.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Hoyer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Receiver the ball.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
On the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 31. Greer connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, Greer. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Greer rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Greer. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
Throwing on third down, Greer forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Greer. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down carry for Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on 2nd down. Greer.
27-yard line.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
49-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 7. So I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Complete.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
New England on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now it's Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Greer. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just shutting him off there. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Derek Brown in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stidham from the shotgun. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Patriots First down.
Out of the gun, Stidham. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Wasser now for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they...
Now Davis fumbles it.
Mike Davis, the ball carrier.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Operating from the gun. Greer. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Greer looks to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Williams on the tackle.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just meet the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Greer. Setting up the screen, Bonifant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Patriots gearing up to go now.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
34,
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Of Darius Taylor on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Stidham.
He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a Patriots.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Stidham. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 20.
Onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Anthony Jennings in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Greer dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to Mike Davis. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. He's got the hook up to lead. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw is Stidham. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
First throw in overtime now for Greer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Pharaoh Cooper, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and long.
A shotgun snap for Greer. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now Greer. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Greer's pass.
So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10
at their own 43.
And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Stidham will hand here to Michel.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Again, it's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
57. Mike, 57.
Now a 1st carry for Brandon Bolden. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Bolden.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here.
Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.